Hello, my name is Mark, and I will be showing you how to cook up a storm, one interesting technique at a time. In today's episode we will be making cake, strawberry syrup and chocolate truffles, and we will be putting them together to make a melt-in-the-middle dessert. Or at least, we'll try. Let's get cooking! The chocolate truffles will take us the longest time, so let's look at those first. Chocolate truffle filling is called ganache, and in its most basic form it's just half cream, half dark chocolate melted together and then refrigerated until set. A slightly different version uses milk and butter instead of cream, and that opens up the possibility to use basically any liquid you want. Now if you use white chocolate you also have the choice to have different colors instead of just brown, so that's what we're going to use here. White chocolate tends to have a bit more trouble setting than dark chocolate, so we're using less liquid and more chocolate. First, let's clean the strawberries. For minimum waste, stick the tip of your paring knife into the top of a strawberry at a 45-degree angle, then rotate the strawberry. The green should come right off. If you can't be bothered, just slice off the top. Then quarter all your strawberries. Drizzle with honey or sprinkle some sugar over the strawberries and leave to stand for a while. This is called macerating, and the point is to draw out juices from the strawberries, as you can see. You can also warm them up and this will draw out more juices. It will be the most strawberry flavored thing you've ever tasted in your life, and for what it's worth, it makes a really nice base for a summery strawberry cordial. If you add a bit of water to the remaining strawberries, you will be able to draw out even more flavor. Then to make our ganache, we melt 100 grams of white chocolate and mix the juice in there. You can add a little bit of food coloring to make the color more vivid, but that's completely optional. Keep stirring until it comes together into nice smooth sauce. Then chill the sauce in the fridge until it's set, ideally overnight, and your white chocolate strawberry ganache is ready. Now unfortunately, white chocolate bars vary and so does the acidity of the strawberry juice, and this may have an impact on how well the ganache will set. If it didn't work, just melt the ganache, add a bit more chocolate and chill again. Here is one that worked a little better, made with tropical fruit juice. Same procedure, same proportions, but this one set much better the first time around. As you can see over here, the ganache just held its shape on its own. Now you could roll these in cocoa powder and you will end up with a chocolate truffle that will taste intensely chocolatey first because of the cocoa powder, and you will get the white chocolate and fruit juice flavors afterwards, which I think is a little bit more interesting than just chocolate following chocolate. Now let's look at my favorite base recipe for cake. While this isn't the fanciest recipe around, it is super easy to remember, it tastes pretty good and it is very adaptable. The French call it 4/4, which means 4 quarters. All it takes is equal amounts by weight of egg, sugar, self-raising flour and butter. Mix it all together, put it in a sensibly sized cake tin and bake it at about 200 degrees Celsius or 395 Fahrenheit. After about a quarter of an hour, things will start smelling really good. Check with the skewer if the cake is ready. If the skewer comes out clean after pricking it in the cake, presto, your cake is done. Of course, if you increase the amounts, your cake will take longer to bake. The only thing, of course, is that the melt-in-the-middle cake is often a chocolate cake. That's just as easy. All we need to do to turn our base recipe into chocolate cake is to replace half the flour by cocoa powder. To make it melt in the middle, first we fill our cake tins halfway, then we pop in a chocolate truffle, then ideally not stick in any ganache that's too soft, that was a really bad idea, and then topping it up with batter. Bake as before, but don't bother with the skewer trick this time. Pretend that it all worked great and start plating up. Our cake is done, so let's put it on a plate and add a bit of color. Our melted tropical ganache makes a beautiful yellow sauce. We can add some raspberries to that, then add the chocolate cake and find out that it's leaking. Let's just ignore that and add some blueberries. A bit more sauce and a sprig of mint. The result is colorful enough. Nothing wrong with the taste either, but I can't help being a little bit disappointed. I mean, it looks a bit messy. There's only one thing for it. The dark kitchen cupboard of shame. I shouldn't have put that soft ganache in the middle. The good news is, it's still tasty. So, all that's left to do now is to nom. If you enjoyed this video, please do the usual clicky thing and I'll see you next time. Bye!